Let's get right into it. So we just got some really good fight announcements that were just made. So I'm going to go over a couple of those, give my quick prediction as of right now. And yeah, so we got Jean Silva versus Bryce Mitchell. Dude, look at the difference in their hairlines. Yeah, you got that Southern classic look for Bryce Mitchell. You got that receding hairline for Jean Silva. We just got a couple of autistic boys going after it. We have Justin Gaethje taking on Fiziev. Fiziev stepping up on short notice. They fought before. That's going to be a banger of a fight. And then we also have Jamahal Hill versus Khalil Rountree. This is going to be a banger of a fight. I'm super glad this one was happening. I think it was supposed to happen before. It's getting rebooked. Then we and then we have Smith versus Zhang. Oh boy. what a matchup. And then so yeah, I'm going to give my quick predictions for these fights and what I think is going to happen. So let's get right into it. Bryce Mitchell versus Jean Silva. This is a great fight. Jean Silva called out Bryce Mitchell in his last fight like a week or two ago, and he's getting this fight, so he's taking it, in relatively, quick turnaround. But I love that Jean Silva's doing this. I think if a lot of fighters, if you get a win in the first round and you don't take any damage, you knock somebody out, why not do a quick turnaround? You get paid again. You keep that momentum going. So I love that he's turning around quickly and he's going up against Bryce Mitchell, who's ranked number 13. So if Jean Silva wins, I think he's gonna be ranked if he beats Bryce Mitchell. And so this is a classic, Bryce Mitchell wants to grapple. Jean Silva wants to keep it on the feet and try to knock him out. And so who's going to win that battle? Bryce Mitchell is a lot better of a grappler than Charles Jourdain. And a couple fights ago, Charles Jourdain was able to take down Jean Silva. He took him down a couple times, but he wasn't really able to hold him there. Jean Silva does have a pretty good get-up game, as we saw in that fight. But Bryce Mitchell is a lot better of a grappler, so can he take advantage of the takedowns against Jean Silva? I'm not sure he can. One thing that Jean Silva does do is he leans back a lot when he's defending shots. So he'll lean back behind his back leg. And when you do that, you're just asking to get taken down. But then when we saw Jean Silva go up against Drew Dober at lightweight, Drew Dober is built like a freaking deep freezer, and Jean Silva was shucking him around like he was nothing. So I think when you look at that, Jean Silva is strong. I don't know that Bryce Mitchell, Bryce Mitchell does have that farm strength. He has that farm strength. He'd been lifting hay bales all day. He does have that farm strength. So I don't know. I think Jean Silva will be able to get back up if he does get taken down. Bryce Mitchell is not very good on the feet. And I was tempted to take Bryce Mitchell when I first saw this fight, but he's been knocked out. A couple fights ago, he got knocked out bad. He was twitching on the ground against Josh Emmett. So is his chin going to be able to hold up against someone like Jean Silva? I don't think so. Bryce Mitchell also has like 6 brain cells left, which could help him in this fight. Maybe that'll just help him get in on the inside. Maybe he won't care about what's coming against him. So yeah, but I think the pick's going to be Jean Silva. And I'm going to predict him to knock out Bryce Mitchell in like the late second round, maybe early third round. Moving on to the next fight, we have Fiziev stepping up on very short notice, 10 days notice, to fight Justin Gaethje at UFC 313. And this is a great fight. They fought before. I think this is going to be another banger. Here's the two things though. Gaethje is coming off a very bad knockout loss against Holloway. And it made it a lot worse because he took a ton of damage and then he got knocked out. And oftentimes, these older guys, Justin Gaethje's been through a ton of wars, and then these guys come back, and they just don't have a great chin anymore. It's like once they get knocked out, they're older. Justin Gaethje he loves to brawl, and at some point, it's just not going to last. They did fight before. This was a few years ago, and they had a really good fight. That was a very close fight. Justin Gaethje was able to land the more damaging shots. He won, and I think he was the rightful winner. But man, I'm thinking Fiziev might come in here and just look like the fresher fighter. Justin Gaethje, they both have had layoffs. Fiziev is going to be coming back after an injury. He got injured against Gamrot, so he's had a bit of a layoff, but he's ready to go. He's been training, and I don't think he'd be stepping up here if he wasn't ready and if he wasn't in tip-top shape. So I actually think Fiziev is going to get this one done. I think he can win by decision, but I'm also just banking on Justin Gaethje's chin is not going to be the same. Even if he doesn't get knocked out, he might get rocked a little more. He might be a little more hesitant. He might not be able to take shots the same way. So I'm going to take Fiziev here. I'm going to take Fiziev to win this second fight of theirs. All right, let's move on to the next fight. We have Jamahal Hill versus Khalil Rountree. This is a great fight. And this is going to be a fight night main event. I like this one a lot. But the problem is, Jamahal Hill is stepping up. He's fighting 3 months after getting knocked out by Yuri. And then the fight before that, he got knocked out by Alex Pereira and he got put out cold. So I don't like that he's taking this fight 3 months after. Like, let's see, how old is this? How old is Jamahal Hill? He's 33. Jamahal Hill's only 33, so he's not, I thought he was a bit older than that. I mean, is this chin going to be fully healed, fully intact by the time this fight happens? I don't know, man. That's really quick to turn around, and you are going up against Khalil Rountree, who does have some power, and he's very explosive. Khalil Rountree, he had a great fight against Pereira. He did way better than anyone expected. He took him to the 4th round. I think he won the 1st round, maybe even the 2nd round against Pereira. So that's, that looks really good for him. Jamahal Hill got knocked out in the 1st round. But then the fight before that, Khalil Rountree fought Anthony Smith. He knocked him out in the 3rd round. Poor Anthony, man. And then he fought Chris Daukaus before that, knocked him out in the 1st round. He lost to Justin Gaethje, even though they gave Khalil Rountree the win. Khalil Rountree definitely did not win that fight. So you just look at the competition. Jamahal Hill is fighting the way better competition. He fought Yuri, and then he fought Pereira. He beat Glover Teixeira. But Glover Teixeira was old, coming off a war against Yuri. Like, is that really a great win in hindsight? I don't know, man. I think Jamahal Hill has been a little bit overrated. But I also think Khalil Rountree's not as good as he looked against Pereira. So this is kind of a tough one. I think because Jamahal is taking this fight 3 months after getting knocked out by Yuri and taking a ton of damage in that fight, I think I'm going to take Rountree. I don't know that Hill's going to be coming in here ready to swing, man. He might be a little hesitant on the feet, especially against a guy like Rountree, who's super explosive. But dude, Rountree's just not, I'm always aside from the Pereira fight, I'm always a little underwhelmed by him. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to take Rountree simply because Hill has taken it too soon, in my opinion. If this was happening like 5 or 6 months after Hill getting knocked out, I think I would be I think I'd be much more confident in Hill, but I'm going to take Rountree in this fight. As of right now, we'll see. Maybe Jamahal Hill will be talking some shit online and it'll change my mind. And yeah, anyways, let's move on to the next fight. We have Anthony Smith versus Mingyang Zhang. Dude, this guy, I don't know why he's taking this fight. Look at Mingyang Zhang's last several fights. He's getting round 1 knockouts, fight after fight after fight. Oh my goodness. Okay, look at this. Oh my goodness, dude. If you count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's 11. His past 11 fights, this Mingyang Zhang guy has won in the 1st round by knockout. His last 11 fights. Oh, sorry. 11 fights ago. It's 10 fights. 11 fights ago, he got a rear naked choke. But other than that, it was KO, knee, ground and pound, elbow and ground punches. Like, this is right up Anthony Smith's alley. I think Anthony Smith is going to love being in there. Anthony Smith loves getting hit to the head. He loves getting knocked out. Yeah, I don't know why he's I think he's trying to retire, and I don't know why he's taking this fight. Why not take a fight against another old guy, against a guy that can't just knock you out? I don't understand what he's thinking. Yeah, I'm not too hyped for this fight. Poor Anthony Smith, man. I think he's just going to get knocked out in the 1st round. I don't see why you could take anything different. That's going to be my prediction, and I think you have to be able to see into the future to take anything otherwise. So, poor Anthony Smith, man. I feel bad for this guy. I don't know why he took it. He was the one that signed the fight, so it's on him. But yeah, 1st round KO by Mingyang Zhang. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.